This is the DWE6411 Dewalt sheet sander, and we're going to check it out right now. Hey, what's up guys? Yes, it's your main man JB, and back once again with another product review and yet another Dewalt product. I'm absolutely loving Dewalt, you probably know that, checking out some of my other videos, but anyway, I got this sander quite a while ago now, about 7 months ago, something like that, and I was dying to do a review on it as soon as I got it, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a go for a while, I'm going to use it lots, and then I'm going to review it. So here it is. Now yes, I do still have it in the box, there it is, and you can tell that it doesn't look brand new, but you can see from this other footage that I did actually record it when I bought it. I just wanted to video it being opened up so you can see the contents, but I've used those contents, I've used this loads and loads of times now, and I really can give an honest review on it. Now it is the corded version of this sander, this sheet sander. You can get a cordless version of this, and I was thinking about it, but I decided not to. This wasn't that expensive, it's less than £100, and do you know what, although the cordless versions are really handy because you can take it anywhere, this does have like a 3 metre lead on it, so you know, even if you've got it plugged into a socket somewhere, you can move it around loads. And if you've got an extension on it, well, you're laughing. But anyway, let's get this out, and a couple of other bits in here. Now you will notice that I've got some of these sheets here. Now these are just bits of sandpaper that I've cut, and we'll have a look. We'll take a look at those in a moment. So you've got the actual sander itself. You've got the dust collector and an instruction manual. Always good to read that, you know me. Another sheet there. These are just what I cut and bits that I keep in there. And a bit of rubbish. And you do get, believe it or not, 1 sheet of sandpaper for your sander. I mean, that's so great, isn't it? That is so generous that they give you 1 piece of sandpaper. Look at that. I'm sure it's really good quality. It must be. You can see it's got all the holes in it, and that is because if we take a look at the sander itself, we'll just take this bit of sandpaper off, you will notice that there are lots of holes in the bottom of the sander, and that obviously allows for the dust to be collected through those holes and either into the dust collector or into a shop vac or some kind of extraction which you can put on the back of this unit. But this isn't as long as the pieces that I've been using, as you can see here, and that's because this has the loop on it. So this is velcro as well. This has got the hook and this has got the loop, so that will actually just stick on there. But as I say, I haven't used it yet. It's a bit of 120. I don't use 120 as much as I do 80 grit paper, and I just haven't really got around to using it. I'm sure I will eventually, but keep that in there for safekeeping, and one day I will use it. So the next thing we've got in here is the hole puncher for the sandpaper. Now you can just put your own sandpaper on this sander, as you can see, like I've been doing, but this doesn't have the velcro on the back, so it does need to be longer, but it does mean that you can clamp it in here with these 2 clamping devices. And we'll put a piece of paper in here in just a moment. But what I would like to just discuss and show you is the fact that this is plastic. Now, once you've got a piece of sandpaper on your sander, what you need to do is to take this and put it round the sander and punch the holes in it. But because this is sandpaper and this is plastic, what you do tend to find, and what I've started seeing here, is that the pins on the back of this plate here they are starting to wear down, and it's not going to be long before I cannot use this. So I'm going to have to come up with some kind of device, or maybe put some screws in here, or make my own piercer or something, because that's not going to be any good soon. So maybe made of metal would have been a better design. Here we've got the dust bag collector, or the dust collector, the bag, whatever you want to call it. And I have got another Dewalt sander. It's the orbital sander. It has exactly the same dust collector on it, and it's not a bad little thing. You know, it does collect dust. It doesn't collect all of it because it's only being forced, or the dust is only being forced into here by a fan that's in here that does suck up the dust, forces it into here, but obviously it doesn't all get sucked up, it will kind of circulate. So if you don't want dust everywhere, then do use this, but it's not going to get rid of all the dust altogether, you know. So the best thing you can do is really, if you want dustless sanding, which I don't believe there is such a thing, but if you want minimal dust sanding, then you want to stick your shop vac or your vacuum onto the end of this. Now you can do that by either purchasing a DeWalt attachment, which then allows you to put your shop vac onto that, or you can just perhaps go and buy a kind of universal adapter which will fit into most of these kind of power tools, which you can connect to your shop vac. Well, let's have a look at the unit itself, and to be honest, there's not really much to say. I've already mentioned it's got a really long lead. I think this is about 3 meters. There is only an on and off button. There's no variable speed, but it is nice and comfortable, well balanced, just what you would expect from a DeWalt tool. So I'm really looking forward to DeWalt getting in touch with me and sending me some more tools. That would be absolutely awesome. Anyway, so yeah, on and off, that's all you've got. The black section on here, this is all rubberized, so it does help give you a really good grip even when it's dusty. I mean, now it's gone a kind of grey colour because it is dusty, but even though it's dusty, it's still really grippy. Whereas if it was just like the yellow plastic, it's, you know, it is quite slippy. So that's really cool, really good. And it's kind of serrated there as well to give you extra grip. So once you've cut your sandpaper, and we'll just use a bit from here again, I've already used this, you just need to put it into the machine. So really easy. The first thing that I do, I find this is the easiest way to do it, I believe it's the right way to do it, is to put this end in first. And it doesn't go in very far, but you just use this kind of clip here, this clamp here, and that holds that in that position. We can roll it over, and then from there, all we need to do then is just pull that down and clip those bars underneath here, and boom, you're done. Okay, it's a bit more long-winded than grabbing yourself a piece of velcro paper and slapping it on, but this is a lot cheaper. This is a much cheaper way of using the sandpaper rather than buying the disc. There's just no point. You may as well just cut pieces off a roll, and this particular roll that I've got is exactly the same width as the machine, so all I need to do is chop it up in lengths, so that's perfect. But as you can see, it's already got holes in it, but what you would then do is take your hole piercer, which is starting to wear down, and kind of put it square to 2 edges on here, and you would just push it like that, and it's not making a popping noise because the hole's already in it. But that would put the holes in, then you can take that off, and there you go, you've got the holes in the paper. I can just put the dust bag on, goes on, turns, and that's completely locked in. So there we go, that's perfect. Just like that, nice long lead, and we're ready to rock and roll. So the moment you've been waiting for, and the reason why you clicked on this video, is because you want to see a power tool in action. I know what you lot like, and I do too. So just for you, roll the tape. Well, what do you think of that? An absolutely awesome tool, another quality tool from Dewalt there. And I've got to say, I absolutely love this. I've got no issues with it whatsoever. It's not even that noisy. I remember using one of these in the past. It wasn't Dewalt, but it was a similar type of sander, and it was so noisy. So I was pleasantly surprised when I got this one that it wasn't too noisy. Okay, it's not variable speed, but I don't think you really need it on this. You know, this is capable of taking lots of paint off, smoothing really rough surfaces and doing smooth surfaces, and really based on and depends on the kind of paper, the grip sandpaper you've got in this thing. So yeah, there we go, on and off, that's all you need. Look at that, lovely bit of kit. So the DWE6411 Dewalt sheet sander. Well, that's just about all we got time for, unfortunately. Well, basically, I've said everything I need to say. Hope you found this interesting and helpful. If you are thinking about going out and getting one, but you haven't quite made your mind up yet, then go do it now. I definitely recommend it. So if you've got any questions or comments, leave those in the description box down below. And the best comment is going to get a shout out on my next video. So get your thinking caps on, leave us an awesome message in the comments, and I'll give you a shout out. Nice one, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Remember to subscribe, keep watching, keep tuning in to JBTV, and I'll see you lot on the next video.